a man with giant areolas, Mike Taylor.
I'm ass whipped by the system and having to be in the system. And that is my ass whip today. Good morning, everybody. It is Mike Taylor Live. Good to have all of you boys up in here. Thank you, Thunderdome. Muchas gracias for being a subscriber or a member or someone who watches this on occasion. I beg of you, I beseech you. Please become a member. It's only $6 a month. Please become a subscriber. That is no bucks a month. It's absolutely free. You can also tip this program and help us stay alive and employed, at least part-time in 2K23. You can go to buymeacoffee.com/Mike Taylor Live. You can also jump into the live chat and shoot us a tip on there and become a member or say whatever you want and keep family out your mouth, and we're good. Other than that, you can say just about any damn thing you want. It is Tuesday, and no doubt by the second work day of the work week as we do this show this morning, something, somewhere is whipping your ass. I have told my kids all my life, my oldest two, and I will tell the youngest two, who are both 11, as they get older, they don't have to worry about money and being into the system just yet. As they get older, I will share the same. I'm trying to give some daddy knowledge to them based on what daddy has done and learn the hard way. Don't do what I did. Do your best to stay out of the system the best you can. I'm not saying that I want you to move to Montana, go into a shack and go ape shit nuts and grow a beard and bomb people, but try to stay off the grid. The less you deal with the government or the city or the municipalities of this wonderful world we live in, and this is not a shot at them. It is a hard job to be in a municipality type business. Stay off the grid best you can, as long as you can, because inevitably you're not going to have any choice, and that is my ass whip. Went on a rant Monday about my dog being attacked by my neighbor's dogs, who he decided he just let his dogs roam around the neighborhood of our apartment complex off leash. And wouldn't you know it, they attacked a local dog. My dog. My dog is recovering. He's doing better. He's medicated. We're round the clock hanging out with him. He's traumatized, he's full of stitches, and he's going to be okay. But it's going to be a 2 or 3 week process of us arduously spending time with him, making sure that he knows that he's okay. He's already putting weight on that leg. He's got the goofy looking cone around his head so he doesn't rip his stitches out. But and it's not fun. We haven't slept a lot, but all in all, he's getting better. He's on the road to recovery. That's not my ass whip. The ass whip is having to get into the system now. Because this is one of those times where I could just let it go and not do anything and just fight through it and get my dog healed and eat the money. But I've chosen, you know what? Fizzuck that. I've decided to get into the system. This is one of those times where I'm just going to go ahead and let the system take care of me. I filed a complaint with the San Antonio Police Department. I have filed a complaint and a report with the San Antonio Animal Control. And I filed a complaint with the people that run the condoplex where we live. And all three of those entities insist that they're on it. And obviously, as far as the cops are concerned, I'm not sure what else they can do. It's not a criminal matter, but there is a police report. We'll see how it goes. Animal Control, still waiting on them. I was told it would be 1 to 5 business days, and they're going to get to my case as soon as they can and review it, and that's fine. I am patiently waiting. It's only been a couple of days. And I spoke with a regional manager of the company that owns our condoplex, and he has assured me that they are taking this extremely serious. They're going to talk to the owners of the dogs that attacked my dog off leash, and there could be some repercussions. These people could be facing not eviction, but one of the possible punishments is that they remove the dogs from my neighbor's lease, which will put that neighbor in a hell of a spot where he's got to make a decision to either let his dogs go to somewhere else or make the decision to break his own lease and move. And it's unfortunate. It sucks that it comes to that for him, if indeed it comes to that. But alas, don't let your dogs off leash because they might kill somebody else's dog or kid or grandfather, as we've seen in this town. So that's my ass whip today. It is Ass Whip Tuesday. What's whipping yours and why? Mine is just being in the system, being patient, not being redneck, not letting my body-o mentality take over, trying to be a grown-up and not get too pissed. Have I been tempted to go and smash my neighbor's door with a big fucking rock? Yep. Have I thought about what it would be like to take a bunch of dog shit from the dog that they hurt and smear it all over my neighbor's front porch and door? Yeah, I've thought about that. Have I thought about peppering their car with piss and dookie? Sure, but what is that going to get me? Nothing but trouble, and it'll hurt my case in trying to get some sort of, what I really want is compensation for the surgery that we spent $1,200 to get our dogo, stitched up and fixed up. And, if I could just get some of that back, that's really all I care about at this point. Whatever goes on with them and their lease and their dog, I don't want anything to do with these people after this. I would like some payback for the surgery, but I'm not going to hold my breath. So that's my ass whip today, just being in the system. Okay. As you know, this show is now outside of LG. It's just he and I now, mostly. And I have said that I'm going to start having some roving guest hosts, some guests come in and sit with us from time to time. And today is one of those days. This is going to be actually his second appearance on this new show in its new form. So, ladies and gentlemen, he is a former radio professional. He has worked at several companies in and around the San Antonio market. He spent, almost 3 years working with me on morning show radio, taking years off his life. Ladies and gentlemen, today I am visited and we're guest hosted by Mark Hutchison, a.k.a. Hutch. Mark, come on out here, buddy. Look at that. Holy shit. What's up? I feel like Jimmy Fallon. Have a seat, dude. Grab those headphones, Holmes.
Thanks for having me again, man.
Dude, I appreciate it, man. Last time Hutch filled in on a late notice and just came, thank God he was available. And as I mentioned, I'm going to go on a rotation of having people on. Because here's the thing, and I fully admit that whilst I have some ability to do this shit for a living, it's nice to have people come in and hang out with me from time to time. Not every day, but a couple of times a week, maybe 3. We're in an experimental transitional phase right now as a show, and I just want to make sure that if there's cool people in town that can come in and contribute, I want to have them on, and you're in that rotation.
Well, no one told me I was cool.
Well, it's funny because I had a conversation with my daughter, and we were driving around yesterday running errands. And we were listening to a show on, I got a bunch of podcasts, and I happened to be listening to one. It's hosted by middle-aged men. And my 25-year-old daughter is about to open the door and just throw herself out of the car because she's just beaten down by having to listen to 2 middle-aged dumbasses talk about football and dumb dad shit. You know, you can just picture.
My daughter was the same way.
Sure, you can picture these 2 hosts. They're probably wearing dad jeans with a collared shirt tucked in,
like a shirt like this,
or that with a rope belt. Wearing mismatching shoes or whatever, socks to the ankles, whatever. And I'm like, babe, your daddy actually is kind of like other dads think that I'm kind of cool, I guess, because of what I do. And she's just like, oh God. So. In our minds, we're cool. So you're allowed,
but not
to
in our daughter's minds.
God, no. Well, they're not in our demo, so it's all right, dude. Thank you for jumping in here. I appreciate it, man.
Pleasure.
Dude,
thanks for calling.
It's a pleasure to have you, Holmes. Yeah. It's Tuesday, so and maybe you don't have one. Maybe your life's perfect.
No, I got one.
What's whipping your ass today?
Microsoft. Microsoft makes it so fucking hard. Okay, so I've got all sorts of like different accounts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But my Microsoft account I have for like my Xbox, and I also have it for my PC.
Okay.
Or my laptop.
See.
But to be able to play the same games that you have on your Xbox, you have to pay a little bit more to be able to play them on your laptop.
Okay.
And I don't really need that because I already have Steam. I know you don't know anything about all this shit.
LG will have to help.
Yeah. So, but I want to be able to back that off to where it's just the stuff on my Xbox, and I'm fine.
Okay.
And knocks like $15 off my bill.
Yeah.
Per fucking month.
Oh, cool. Like, that adds up.
Yeah, it really does add up. And so I'm scouring their website, trying to cancel this thing, and I've spent at least in separate stints, I've spent at least a good hour trying to find this thing in 3 different tries, and I can't fucking find it.
Okay.
Because all my shit is already set up automatic.
Oh, okay. Lawrence, I don't know.
I don't know how to do it anymore. Maybe it's just
go to your credit card company and tell them to cancel it.
Tell them to cancel it. Okay.
Yeah, you can do
credit
that.
card. You
Yeah.
gotta put a block on that particular thing.
All right.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, I've had to do that with my bank a couple of times, you
Okay.
know, because I had an old account that I don't use anymore, but it's still kind of active.
Mm-hmm.
And so every once in a while, I'll see on my transactions that something came out of that old account. I have like $2 in there.
Right.
So it's like, I need to put a block on that.
Yeah.
I need to, I guess I could just cancel that account.
Well, you know what?
I have it for emergencies and shit.
Right.
Backup money.
But I don't know if that's going to work because it ends up getting taken out at the same time. So it's one mass amount that I have for my whole account. So I don't know, because I can't just block that transaction, because then I'll lose my my Xbox Live completely.
I think they're making laws against this right now. How hard it is to cancel subscription services.
Yeah,
I
it's
believe
crazy.
that's in litigation
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, it completely
That's a
and utterly
good
an
ass whip.
ass whip
Totally.
to try and fucking do this.
Do you, boy? You know what? Yeah, that's such a good one, because while I don't know exactly what you're talking about, I'm not in those scenarios. I get the conceptually I understand what you're saying,
Right.
Because
It's not just them doing it. It's like a whole
dude.
shit ton of fucking
Because
different companies.
on my email, MikeTaylorShow@gmail.com. I'm trying to distance from the old Taylor Sack. It's still active.
Right.
But what happens is people find you. They send you shit, newsletters from this entity, this paper, this television, this whatever.
Right.
And it's a pain in the ass to have to go in there and unsubscribe to all these things, because it just fills up my freaking inbox with all this shit that I don't care about.
And I've recently had to do that with my Gmail account too, because it's like I stopped paying attention to it because I was getting so many different, like, just regular bullshit that isn't going to my spam.
Right.
And then I'm like, okay. I finally just spent like an hour one day going through all of my email and unsubscribing from like a bunch of shit. And
Yeah,
cleaned it up.
It takes just
I can actually look at my email and
Yeah,
it makes
it's great.
sense.
right. We're so jumbled now as a society. Because we just, and that's the thing. You find something you dig. Oh, okay, I do want to follow this.
Right.
But then they spit out your freaking information to 20 other people
Yeah.
because they're all owned by Hearst or the same company. And all of a sudden, boom, they've got you. And we just get so mind cluttered with stuff that I never look at, but it's still in
It's a
front of me.
complete fucking mind fuck.
It blows.
It sucks, dude. I never want to check my email anymore because of it. But you know,
Right.
it's better now.
Good. I
I
need to
still
do
haven't
that.
canceled this fucking thing, and my wife's pissed. And I was like, "What's this $15?"
And keeps taking
Dude,
it out.
I'm trying.
Right. Golly. And you don't want her to do it.
No.
You need to do it.
No, she's busy enough. She doesn't need to be able to do my shit too.
All right. Show brought to you in part by Hank the Realtor from Vortex Realty, our boy Hank. He serves all of this area, San Antonio, of course. And then on all the hinterlands, starting with Bernie and New Braunfels on the northern side, and then down to the hinterlands of Lavernia, Floresville, Castroville, all of the villas, and all the places in between. If you are looking to see what your property's worth, maybe you want to sell, maybe you're getting a divorce, maybe your old lady got tired of you not taking care of bills that keep getting charged every month that you need to hurry up and unsubscribe to. And you're like, well, I guess I got to downsize, or I got to sell this house. See what your comps are worth. Let Hank run your comps and get back to you and tell you what your property's worth. It is Hank the Realtor from Vortex Realty, 300-1121, 210 area code, of course. 300-1121. It is Hank the Realtor from Vortex Realty. If your old lady's boinked another guy and she's leaving you and you need to downsize your house, call Hank.
His name is Hank.
Hank,
Hank.
I don't even know this guy, and I love that.
Oh, that's great. It's an ass whip dealing with a real estate agent,
is.
unless you go get somebody who is friendly.
Well,
and
it's
gets
also an
it,
ass
and
whip
it's
dealing with a
Thunderdome.
divorce too. So,
Well, sure.
or people that fucking let their dogs off a leash and attack other dogs.
Thank
That's
you, man. Did you
fucked
hear
up.
that story?
I did hear that story.
Are you packing more beer, bro? You know what? To hell with it. I haven't slept in 3 damn days. It's almost like having a baby in the house again. We're like, Nina and I are having a shift because he needs
shift or shit.
Well, that too. Shift. Well, if one of us needs to take a shit, the other one needs to go watch the dog. Thank you, man. So he is getting better.
LG?
Nah, I'm good. Thank you.
Oh, hell, he's always a good boy in the daytime. He's getting better
I don't give a
physically.
fuck.
But I am worried about his. I think that he's. Thank you, sir. I said, oh shit. I think he's got trauma. And it
The dog or LG?
The dog.
Okay.
And it's only been a few days. So my concern is like right now, he can't be alone.
Yeah.
If when I left, Nina told me that because I was watching him yesterday, it was my shift, which is fine. I'm just chilling on the couch.
Right.
And he's laying next to me and I'm just reading and stuff and half dozed off, and Nina was doing stuff because she spent all night the previous night with him. And I'm like, baby, you've got to go to bed or take a shower. So just get out of here and let me
Has she been
take
to work
over.
yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's another reason I've had to step up my shift.
Right.
And so I got up and left and had to come here yesterday, and she's like, he started crying when you left.
Oh.
So she had to go back in there. So he's to this point now where he's got separation anxiety because he's probably afraid another dog's going to come maul the shit out of him.
You're gonna fucking make me cry, man.
It's only been a few days, and he's never had that. He's 11. And so I'm thinking, hopefully it's temporary. He's never had these issues, and he's just hurt and he's beaten up and he's scared. And he's slowly getting physically better, but hopefully he can slowly get some confidence that that's not going to happen to him
I'm so
again.
sorry y'all have to deal with this, man.
It's been terrible. You ever had a dog get in a fight?
Mm-mm.
It's a nightmare. It's
I
so
have
scary.
seen dogs get into fights.
Oh yeah, I've seen
because,
them.
well,
you never had one?
Well, no, I haven't had one.
Yeah.
But I worked at a kennel that trained dogs for
Oh gosh, yeah, you probably,
little over a
That's
year.
right. Weren't you the guy that would take the
I
bite
did
on the
that.
arm?
I did that once.
I remember
I
there
did
was
that
video
once, and
of
it scared the fucking shit out of me.
So Hutch put the suit on one time and let the trained police
Dude.
dog.
And they're
Bawling.
like, "Oi!" And I'm just like, "Ah!" As they're coming
Okay,
at me.
obviously the teeth aren't. I want to get back to what you were saying.
It's there, around the neck.
Wait, you had to take one around the neck.
One
all
around the
this
neck.
padding?
So the pads
it may not puncture your skin, but surely you can feel the pressure of the dog's jaws.
Oh yeah, I had bruises,
dude,
like all over from it.
what was this like a work? Were you in jail? This was your community service.
We actually trained canine unit dogs.
Okay, that was your job,
and it was basically
that is kind of cool.
It was basically there were some really really cute pups there too, but it was basically like German Shepherds and Belgian Malinois that were there.
Oh wow!
And I love Belgian Malinois. There's just a lot of fucking dog, dude.
Sure. Yeah. Only certain people should have.
There was a golden lab that was there. That was a drug dog because we also did like the drug training and stuff like that. So yes, they had weed on the premises.
that you stole.
Yeah, right.
Did they pay you in weed?
There was a
You're smoking reefers?
there was a beautiful black shepherd that was there too. He was kind of an asshole though.
I think that's the one that I saw attack you in the video. I remember it being a darker color. No,
All
it
right,
was
my
memory.
It was a Malinois that came after me.
I'm cutting you off. Sorry,
But there was I had two different dogs that came after me because after the first one, it scared the shit out of me. But I was like, my adrenaline's gone. I'm like, fuck it, let's do it again. So they brought another fucking dog out.
Wow.
That's why I had a lot of bruises.
Yeah.
But it was fun, dude. I actually loved doing that job. What I didn't love doing that job was that it was in Spring Branch and I had to wake up at like 5 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Oh, to drive way up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So have you ever seen a real bad dog fight with other people's dogs?
Yeah, well,
They're
with,
scary.
with dogs there. It's just like
they would
pinned
just
up,
get into it with each
but
other.
they would get into it with each other. If most of the time we keep them pinned up and stuff like that, but if one like got out and one was already out like training or something like that, and it just snap, it happens. And
Sure. And they're aggressive dogs. They're
But
being
I mean,
trained
it's
to
just like
attack.
you've got like 4 different fucking trainers that are around, including, well, I'm not a trainer. I wasn't a trainer, but I took care of the dogs. So I kind of like feeding them, giving their medication, stuff like that, cleaning their pens and stuff like that. You get to know the personalities and characteristics that
You're
each
like
dog
the
has.
you're like the trustee on pit bulls and parolees.
I have not seen that.
Okay, she hires now. This is different. She's hiring ex-cons that are on parole. Obviously, that wasn't you in this scenario.
No.
But that's what they're doing. They're like stable guys working in a horse stable,
Okay.
but with dogs.
Okay.
Okay, that's fair.
All right.
That's
Yeah,
what
that's
you're
fair.
doing. Taking care of them.
Yeah,
you're
but they
doing
were
the day-to-day
They were
stuff.
teaching me how to do it as they were doing it and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I learned a lot while I was there. But it just, oh my God, it was so early in the morning. And then you're basically spending like all day there. It's a 12-hour shift with these dogs. And then sometimes it's like, you have to be the one that stays overnight to be able to keep watch of them
Yeah.
and stuff and make sure that they're getting their meds on regular occasions, 'cause some of them get sick, stuff like that. They need medicine every 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, whatever. But if that ends up being the case, somebody has to be there to be able to wake up, get their medication to them, and stuff like that. So it's just like sometimes that was me. And it's a huge and utter bucking asswhip. But, you know, it's a job. Somebody's got to do it.
Right. Well,
but it was fun.
Okay.
It was fun.
But you never saw them like viciously like tear each other apart.
Not like tear each other apart, but I saw a couple of different times where a dog got out, another dog was training, and they went at each other. But there's like 4 different trainers around to be able to pull them apart, and everything like that. And they know exactly what they're doing whenever they do it. So, yeah.
I saw.
It's scary.
Dude.
It's scary. I know it's scary.
I was living in Corpus Christi, Texas, and some dumbass.
Good beer there.
Corpus?
Yeah.
You know where the good beer is? We need to do like a beer. I need you to be my beer consultant. You know, I could probably name just about 50 towns, and you could probably name drop a brewery. Where I could drink.
There's 3 really good breweries in that town,
or multiple breweries in individual towns.
Yeah.
Well,
there's a lot around here.
This is pre-brewery when we were stuck having to drink what HEB put on its shelves back in the 80s. But
now they've got their own craft brewery.
Sure,
too.
yeah, it's some asshole let his pit bull get out. Because he was irresponsible, which happened. Poor pit bulls, they get such a bad rap when all these dipshits want to own them because they think they're cool. And this thing got out, and of course he was being raised by idiots. And you know, a lot of times dogs are basically, you can tell a lot by who owns you by how you behave.
Exactly.
And he's a menace. And one of these dogs was left out in the backyard all the time, always barking, hoo, 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 at every. We almost didn't even hear his bark anymore. He barked all day long. Finally, one of these days, gets out of his yard and beelines for another huge, beautiful white, maybe golden retriever. It's like almost white.
Okay.
Beautiful animal. 3 times the size.
It's huge.
Of
It might have been a Great Pyrenees.
Maybe something like that. I was 10.
Okay.
So some of the details are probably hazy.
Okay.
But what I saw will stick with me forever. And I had a flashback to that the other day, trying to break up my dog from being attacked by these other dogs. This pit bull goes right after that golden retriever or whatever it was. Was just chilling. And it was on a porch, minding its own business, on its own porch, hanging. That pit bull runs up into that other dude's yard, goes up to that because he sees him. And that dog sees the pit bull, so he squares up, and the pit just nails him and just got him by the neck and just ripped him apart like a rag doll. And the owner of that house comes up and had a tree branch and was just whacking that pit, whacking the shit out of him. And that thing, when those pit bulls see red,
you can't whack it in the head either because they don't have any feeling in their face. That's what
and
they
he's
do.
so enraged anyway, hopped up on
like their adrenaline is running so much that they're hopped up on the kill.
He may feel it later, but not in that moment. That's what
Yeah.
happened the other day. I'm kicking this dog, and I had to literally rip his face apart from my dog.
There was one thing that I saw that is like, if you ever, God forbid, but if you ever in this situation again, there was one thing I saw. If you have like one of the thicker leashes, you can actually get that in their mouth, and if you can get it to slide past their teeth, it gags them in the back of their throat, and they'll open up.
Oh, okay. Well, food for thought. Hopefully, I'll never have to be.
Hopefully,
in that
you'll never
scenario
have to do
again.
that. But that's there. I've seen that happen.
Right, and I was just reacting.
Yeah.
You know?
No,
and while the neighbor was standing there like a bitch, shaking like a leaf, scared to get into the middle of it.
Fuck that.
Biatch.
Fuck that.
All right, let's move on. Show brought to you by Elite Collision of Bernie, Texas, north of the rim off of I-10, locally owned and operated by South Texas people, San Antonians. If you've been in an auto accident and you've got yourself a fender bender, or you just need any sort of collision repair, maybe some hail damage, go see my boys up at Elite Collision, longtime Thunderdomers. Technically, they're in Bernie. They're 10 minutes past the rim, right off of exit 542 in Bernie. Like I said, they are Poodle Thunderdome. They do hella good work. That's what my kid would say. Hella good work.
Hella good
We
work.
got a cool kid coming on tonight, so I'm going to use some cool lingo. Hella cool.
God, I'm getting fucking old.
Oh, we're old, man. Hella cool. Well, if you've got hella damage, go get it fixed in a lead collision when your car gets beat. Call Elite. All right, very good. LG had the sweetest pit bull I've ever been around.
Pit bulls are great dogs.
Because he's a great owner.
Yeah.
I've actually slept with that dog.
Mm-hmm.
I slept on the couch one night at Lawrence's house. I was just crashing over the
very,
night.
very
The night
sweet
we
and
saw. We saw who did we see?
We saw the Dungeon Family.
Yes, we didn't see-
Outcast and Goody Mob.
I was going to
and
say,
the
that
rest of
sounded
them.
really fucking dirty.
It
but,
was
okay,
all right. Dungeon Family. That sounds
That's-
dirty. It's an amalgamation of Outcast and Goody Mob.
Okay.
like no Andre 3000,
The hot Lana section of it. Yeah.
right? But we had the guy the big dude, the fat pudgy dude,
CeeLo.
CeeLo.
I'm sorry, I forgot his name. He's so good.
Yeah. It's a great voice.
So talented. And that night, I wound up crashing on Lawrence's couch because we were out late.
Is it just me, or did he fall the fuck off?
I think he had some sexual.
He was Bill Cosbying people.
Oh.
I think CeeLo's on like permanent timeout for that.
You know that song "Happy" that Pharrell blew up
Yeah.
with? That song was actually supposed to be CeeLo, but he ended up having some issues there.
I did
Yeah,
not
they
know
can't
and
have
had to
that
give
with, like,
that song
Disney and
up.
shit.
Yeah, he wrote that song.
No shit. I'll be damned.
Wow.
So anyway, that dog,
I did know he wrote that song, but
baby girl was her name, and she slept with me. This pit bull wanted to hang out with a new guy. She was
dogs.
beautiful. Yes, because she had a good owner.
my other one, Sparky, he's mostly pit bull.
Right. If you break in Lawrence's house, yeah, baby girl's going to handle business.
Oh, yeah.
But if you're just a guest, she's going to treat you like a guest and warm up to you. And in my case, want to sleep next to you. It's great. Anyhow, I have a story about Pharrell.
Do you?
Yeah, so I've been told that he's a lip syncing son of a bitch.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So
By whom?
I'd rather not.
Okay.
Members inside the Soundgarden family. So the Super Bowl,
okay.
the Super Bowl, I believe it was in Seattle when they opened up that new stadium. And they wanted to get some local bands to play. So as part of the pre-Super Bowl, not the halftime, the pre-Super Bowl, like they had concerts all over the city, like leading up to the kickoff.
Right.
They had a show where Soundgarden played.
Great fucking band.
Oh man, I know. And Pharrell did his thing, and all of the sound guys were like, "Oh, so I don't have to monitor anything. I just push play. You're Milli Vanilli." Yeah, he's extremely overrated because of that one stat. I'm just going to take that. Massive body of work. Lawrence probably likes. You like
The dude
Pharrell?
wrote the song "Rump Shaker" back in the day.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
So,
he's not
yeah,
talented.
yeah.
I'm not saying he's
Everyone
not
lip
accomplished.
syncs at Super Bowl performances.
Not Soundgarden.
No,
I also
no.
have it on good authority that Chris sang his ass off.
And most of the rock
Guys
bands,
like that are
most
too
of the actual
proud.
rock band. Tom Petty didn't lip sync either.
No, rock bands don't lip sync.
No.
Pop stars and
Prince
rappers
didn't
do.
either.
Country guys don't either for the most part.
For the most part.
Some of these country starlets do on occasion. My voice is shot. I'm gonna go. Y'all go ahead and just hit the track.
Yeah.
Or they'll sing with a track a lot of times.
Well,
That's
I
why
mean,
we
there are a
have
lot
so
of
much
bands that still would sing with tracks too.
That's why we have so much of that gold on YouTube and all over the world. Like you can go pull their isolated vocals of singers.
Right.
And so they're taught to, like, for real sing into the mic with the track, so it looks like you're singing. So you're exasperated, you're sweating, your veins are popping out in your neck because you are really singing, but the audience is not hearing what you're singing for playing a track that was recorded live in a studio.
I've seen
And
it
then
done.
you can go pull those isolated vocals. And some of them are amazing. Some of them are dog shit. All right. Not only do we have an official real estate agent, we're getting ready to go to a guest, by the way, so we got to get to him. We have an official mortgage man. If you're thinking about upgrading and wondering how much you can afford, call to get yourself pre-qualified. Home values have increased significantly in recent years, and you can take the equity that you built up in your house and cash out, brother. Take advantage of these costs. Maybe you need some cash to get out of debt. Maybe you just want some cash in the bank So go to my boy Brad Hardwick at hardwickmortgage.com. Maybe you're looking to buy a new home. They can shop across multiple lenders to get you the best deal. So maybe you're looking to purchase a new or used manufactured home with land, or just purchase some acreage. They got to do that too. It is Hardwick Mortgage. The information is presented for informational purposes. This is not a commitment to lend or extend credit. Information and or dates are subject to change without notice. All loans are subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. As a result of refinancing, your total finance charges may be higher over the life of the loan. Visit hardwickmortgage.com for more information. It is Hardwick Financial Services, Inc., NMLS ID 1972012, hardwickmortgage.com. All right, so one of the many reasons why Lawrence and I started doing this podcast in this form, Hutch, is because at some point, and I've said this a lot, I'm 48 years old.
You do say that a lot.
I do. Well, I'm trying to remind myself of my mortality. At some point, I'm going to be in my 60s, and no one's going to give a shit what I think about very much.
It's fair.
So my goal is, by then, is to be a mogul. We want to turn Love You Hard TV into an empire of media, right?
I like it.
We want to hire a bunch of good-looking kids to do shows, right? And so...
Because we're not good looking.
No. And then when we get older than this, they really are not going to care what we do or think.
Right.
So I want to exploit a bunch of young kids and take advantage of their energy and good looks and make money off them. I don't know who's making money off the dude we have on here tonight, but I looked at his statistics, if you will, on Instagram, and this is the kind of guy I'm talking about. I'm not trying to steal him from his current people. This is the future. So on with us now is a guy called Jaykindafunny, which I like the name already. Jaykindafunny.
It works.
I like it. It's self-deprecating, and it sets it up for if I do a bit and it's not that funny, well, it's kind of funny.
It's kind of funny.
But if it's really funny, of course it is, because I'm Jaykindafunny,
Right.
and I'm funny. So on with us now is Jaykindafunny. He's an influencer who is going to be in town. What's up, dude? How are you doing, man?
What's up, man? You nailed it on the head. Exactly. That's how I look at it. If I do something funny, it's funny. And then if it's not that funny, hey, it's in the name. Exactly.
Right. It sets it up where you can't fail no matter what you do.
Exactly.
That's
Thank you.
badass.
I like that.
All right.
I like that.
We're not misspelling his name either. So it's Jayy. Why did you roll with two Y's?
Well, I mean, it is actually Jay, but the YY comes from just Instagram. Instagram banned my account and made it so I couldn't get my actual Jaykindafunny name.
What?
Just with one Y. So I had to add another Y. I guess the Y is here now. The Y follows.
Okay, right on. Well, it certainly didn't affect your followers.
No.
So I think
No.
I checked this today, dude. You have like over 760,000 followers on Instagram.
Jesus.
Yeah.
How the hell do you
Yeah.
do that? Because I've never been able to, like, maybe I'm just old and ugly. Or not funny. Like I've not been able to make a lot of headway on Instagram myself. I have a lot of Twitter followers, but
Yeah.
Instagram's been a chore for me. How did you get so many people on Instagram to follow you, man? What's your secret?
Well, it really started back in the day. I wanted to get on these blogs, the blogs I knew, like World Star Hip Hop, comedy pages, meme pages, and I had to do some type of content that would. Sorry, you lost me there.
Oh, there you go. Go ahead, Jay.
I
We got you, man.
Yeah. I wanted to do some content that will hopefully land on those meme pages and World Star Hip Hop pages.
Right.
So that's where I started trying to make content to grow my following and just start a following in general. And then I used those meme pages to grow initially. And then once TikTok came in, that's when I got my followers from TikTok
Right.
to go to Instagram.
And one of the other reasons I wanted to have him on, not just because he's a popular guy on Instagram, but he's going to be in town. So on Thursday, on the 10th, Jay's going to be at Kip Camino Academy. We're going to put the flyer up right now where you can see it. Free
Yes, sir.
haircuts, free school supplies, and backpacks.
That's awesome.
Okay, so have you been to before? I want to talk about that, but I want to get back to. I'm still trying to get secrets and stuff, right? I'm like,
Yeah. I
it's
got
not
you.
just you. It's not just you put funny videos on. You got to have balls. And like I saw some of the videos that you post that you're in. Where do you get your balls to do the things you do, man? Have you always just been whatever, didn't give a shit what you did in public?
I mean, yeah, it started in high school. I was just like trying to just do dumb stuff. If you want to know the real truth, my name used to be Jaykindafunny before it was kind of funny.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
So
That's kind of funny.
It's kind of
I
funny.
was trying to do the dumbest things to make it, go viral
Yeah.
and be on social media and have a social media presence, since I seen a bunch of people were doing that at the time too. So I kind of just followed the trend and tried to make it my own, and just keep doing this dumb stuff, weird stuff that normal people wouldn't do. And then they kind of just, the trend still follows now.
Right. So, have you had an actual
Yeah.
job in your life, or you're
Yeah.
Okay. What have you done other than be an influencer? Like, because like most of us, like I don't know, work regular jobs for a long time before we do stuff like this.
Yeah, for sure. I started working at 16. I was a busboy at a restaurant,
Okay.
and then from there, worked there for about a year. Then my buddy had a job at UPS, so he got me in there. Worked at UPS for 2 years, and then towards the end of my time at UPS, that was when I was on the brink of, should I quit for social media or should I just stay at UPS working and try that? And I did the decision to quit UPS and follow my dreams in social media, and it worked out a little bit. Not there yet, not all the way yet, but yeah.
I can't even imagine like having those as the options to wait. Should I keep my job or should I go all the way in social media? I can't. I spent like almost 20 years in the restaurant business before I ever even started podcasting with my buddy. And it's
exactly.
For you to be able to get into it like as quickly as you did, that's really cool, man.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah.
Was there a particular video, Jay, that like that set you off and got you rolling? Like, was there like, okay, this is the video that I'm the most. This is the one that got me over the top, right? And have to go back to UPS.
Yeah, I mean, I would say I had videos that like blew my page up initially, but I still was working at UPS while I was doing social media. Like one of the first videos in high school was me pillow fighting. That actually started my whole social media presence from 0 followers. The next day, it got posted on WorldStar, and I had 10K followers the next day on Instagram just from that post.
Yeah.
And then I was still in high school, still super young though, still knew I have to go to work, wasn't making any money on social media. But I would say if you want, from that time till, I would say maybe a year from my initial start getting that post, and then a year from there, I went to LA, and then I did my phrase where I say "chupapi muñeño" in somebody's ear, sneak up on them. I do a little high pitched voice. It's a made up word, doesn't mean anything. It's just a word that I came up with that my fans. And,
Wait, that's you? I've seen those videos.
Yeah,
That's Jay.
My daughter.
Yeah, he just did it. Wait, do it again.
Chupapi muñeño.
You know, see, you knew this kid, you didn't even know it.
No.
Probably because your kid's watching it.
My kid's watching it. I'm walking through it. I'm like, that's dumb.
Jay Dumb Fun.
Exactly.
Right on.
You've gone
man.
through a lot of phases.
Right. So have you been to Texas before? I'm trying to figure out the connection because you're in Tampa.
Yeah, I'm in Tampa.
Okay.
Shout out my friend Jay. He's well connected in Texas, San Antonio, Texas. So he's gotten us over there sometimes. I've only been there just to link up with him. He's always good people. So yeah, and he's setting up these back to school giveaways. So he thought of me. So I really appreciate that.
That's
Shout
really
out
awesome.
Jay.
All right, dude. Well, you're 21. Try not have a good time, but don't get in trouble while you're here.
Yeah.
Just bringing
Yeah,
people's
yeah.
ears.
Nah, yeah.
All right, because people in Texas, we get a little. Half of us are carrying a gun, so just be careful
Yeah.
who you sneak up on in Texas. all
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I'm not gonna try Texas. Definitely new ground. I'm not gonna go all out. I'll be
Okay,
safe.
no, but see, I'm sure that half that school's going to be just stoked to have you show
Absolutely.
up. Dude. So, man, congratulations on your success, kid. I call him a kid. I feel like your daddy. I'm 48. I have a daughter 4 years older than you, Jay, and I appreciate you coming on here, man, and hanging out with some old dudes for a little bit today. And hey, man, have a good time when you get here, and good luck.
Hey,
and
thank you.
I hope it kicks ass for you, man. Thank you.
Hey, yeah, much love, much appreciated for the time. Love what you guys are doing. Shout out to you guys' Mike Taylor Live.
Yes,
Super
sir.
cool.
Thank
Appreciate you
man.
guys having me on, man.
Okay, cool. Maybe
you, man.
maybe you'll have like 50,000 dads now all of a sudden start following you. So I don't know. I'm not offering your demo, but you'll get more followers
Yeah.
that way.
Hey,
All right.
I'm down. Everybody.
All right, man. Thank you, Jay. That's pretty cool. All right, good looking kid too. And I'm serious. I wasn't just blowing smoke about going out there. I think I'm going to go out
I
there.
couldn't fucking see him.
Well, see, we're okay. We're working on that. We got to get monitors for guest LG. I thought we were professionals. I have a monitor.
I'm kind of limited on stuff.
This is
right
Well,
now,
I've
you know
got
what
my
I mean?
laptop. If you can just like pop it into my laptop, I'm all right with it.
So I have a monitor. Hi, hello. So that's what I see.
Yeah.
And that's there for me because I'm a dummy, and it keeps me on track. Good looking kid. Better interview that I thought was going to. You never know with these young TikTokers.
No, you don't.
Talking to these old dudes.
But I swear
He was
to
great.
God, I would walk through like whenever my daughter came back from college. Mm-hmm. She was staying with us for a little bit, and I would walk through the room, and she's of course got our TV on YouTube, just like flipping through a whole bunch of fucking shit. And she went on like a mass tirade with this guy, and she was like, "This shit is so funny," and I'm like, "All right, let me see." And I'd be sitting there like making a sandwich in the kitchen while I'm watching these videos, and I'm like, "This is fucking retarded." I was like, "This is not amusing to me at all."
At all.
At all.
My kids are the same. This is how I discovered one of the most popular YouTubers in the world through my 11-year-olds. They're just, it's so funny just watching it. I'm like, okay, what are you guys watching? You know, I like to think that I monitor them like a good parent should, at least when I'm in their presence. And my little Mexicana, she's like, Daddy, we're watching Sniper Wolf. Wait, what?
What the fuck?
Sniper Wolf. I'm like, geez, I'm picturing like warfare.
This is like a 2023 version of like Benji.
It's this young woman, probably in her early 20s, watching other YouTube clips and commenting on them. Right? Which Lawrence won't let us do because he says we're not allowed. Yet Sniper Wolf's able to do that.
People get paid to do that shit?
Yeah.
We're not allowed to play the videos, but you can react to them all you
This
fucking
chick
want
plays
to. Well, she's violating all the copyrights.
She can't be because I've watched this show before, and my point is it's not good. She's not any good at all.
But they think it's funny as shit.
They think it's great because she shows great videos. And then she like comments on it. Girl, I can't believe he did that. That's ridiculous. You wouldn't catch me doing that. Those things, it's like watching, remember Brian Fellows from SNL?
Yes.
The old Tracy Morgan bit?
Yes.
It's about as awful as Brian Fellows watching
God.
YouTube videos. That's a zebra. He's tall. Sniper Wolf has 40 million subscribers.
Jesus Christ.
40 million.
Why is
What? Oh,
why is the way? Look at you. I,
know,
thought you were
sorry.
professional.
Well, no. I'm getting used to this YouTube and stuff. 40 million subscribers.
Yeah, you used to have it at hang.
She probably works one day a week. She does 10-minute snippets of her looking at stupid videos and commenting in the background.
That makes a shit ton of money. Probably.
Ridiculous. Shit ton. I've got a lot better at this YouTube. And so I think I am going to go out to the school. And Lawrence was saying he's heard of the KIP program before. I think I'm going to go I just for a minute, just to say hello. I think
Like I haven't.
time.
What is the KIP?
Hang on,
program?
I just want to. What I want to see is this kid like? Is this all these kids going to go ape shit when they see our guy Jay?
Probably.
Jay Kind of Funny show up. I want to see how many people are like excited to see him because you and I grew up watching regular television.
Yeah.
We're still getting used to these online superstars. Like y'all never heard it. You ever heard of Sniper Wolf? Till just now.
Absolutely
She
not.
got more viewers than Breaking Bad.
I thought that would have been a really bad video game.
Right. I thought it was a war game. And she's got 40 million subscribers. These people, there's a whole world of celebrities out there that you and I don't know. So I think I am going to go out there. So what is the KIP program?
It's just a public school.
Oh,
Just
okay.
a different school you can go to. Yeah.
Different curriculum
Yeah.
and stuff?
Yeah, it's like, it's kind of like
Is it like
it's kind of like
idea?
working at Google or something. There's
No
no
football.
classrooms.
No
it's like
football.
bean bags for instead of desks and
Okay.
stuff. And you can eat. They got like gourmet food.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
They're nice schools. They're really nice schools.
No, I think you have to be tortured by public schools food to be able to actually be a decent person growing up.
The burritos.
The burritos awful.
Yes.
The pizza.
The pizza.
And KIPP is like one of those, you know, all these schools that are popping up around town, like Idea Public Schools, and like all.
yeah.
It's like one of those things.
Okay. Yeah, it's like I got a friend of mine that actually works for Idea. So
Okay. All right. Well, Jay has a sponsor for our show, and it's San Antonio City Soccer Club. I wonder how many of the 1,500 kids that play in that soccer league have heard of Jay Kinda Funny. Probably half of them.
probably at least half of them.
Kids pushing 800,000 followers on Instagram.
It's what 4 to
Insane.
19.
I
The age-
yeah,
the age group
yeah,
there?
the age 4 to 19. So you
That
know he's
all
got
of them
some.
have heard about.
Sure,
it, except for maybe the 4-year-olds.
Yeah, I mean, how do we? I need to tap into that. I need to get some of that money. I need to get some of that.
That's fair.
The kid's got 763,000 followers. I'll tell you, I just want 7,000. I don't need 763. Good Lord! All right, help us help these kids. It is the San Antonio City Soccer Club, the official soccer club of Taylor Thunderdome. 1,500 players, as I mentioned. We need sponsors. Thank you to Sunburst Gymnastics. Thank you to the Methodist Health System. They've also sponsored one of the pitches, as they call them. We got 2 fields now sponsored. Need 6 more. Your field will be named after your company for the duration of a agreement that you come up with the people that run the club. The fields are located at 1604 in Blanco off of Specht Road. Practice, tournaments, tons of activities out there, massive tournaments, kids coming in from all over the country. All these eyeballs, all these mamas, all these soccer mamas on all these kids, and people will see your company. If you want to help us help these kids here in San Antonio by putting your name on one of these fields, hit me up. Reach into my DM, shoot me an email at miketaylorshow@gmail.com. Okay. How you been, dude?
Been good.
It's good to see you. Seriously.
It's been what, 2 weeks?
Since we saw each other?
Yeah.
Oh, the meeting the other morning.
Oh, the meeting the other day. Yeah.
2 weeks. Hutch, of course, is a staple on our barbecue meeting, which you bet your booty we're already having meetings.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot.
At some point, I'm going to have to cook for this thing. I'm not there yet.
Actually put a team in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
we
there
can find
yet.
someone else to handle the judges.
And
that's what you and Valerie do. I
My
hate to
wife could
lose
do
you.
it so
Okay. Oh, she's
easily
great.
without me. I'd still be on the committee.
Okay.
But because I got to get my Hutch oven on.
Okay. I saw that. Clearly, I know what you're doing. How long have you been at? How long has Hutch Oven been on your Twitter avatar?
I've changed that for, I guess it was a little over a year ago. I changed it.
Okay.
And
think
I
I've
actually
noticed
sent it
but-
to my dad. And my dad was like, I don't get it. And I was like, you're an idiot.
All right. And we've had this conversation before on this show. Mm-hmm. Do you fart in front of your wife?
Absolutely.
Without just whenever you need to, you just let
When it
fly?
happens, it happens.
Okay.
Because better out than in, dude. I mean,
I
that's
know,
that's
it's
where
not-
shitty ideas come from. Is like you holding a fart in.
Well, it's also how gas builds up when you get pain and your stomach bloats up like an Ethiopian
Exactly.
starving
I
child.
don't fucking need that.
I don't do that in front of Nina on purpose.
Well, I mean,
I still-
how long have y'all been together?
Year and a half.
We've been together for almost 26 years.
Okay. Well, okay.
Almost 27 years.
When
sorry.
did you decide, fuck it, I'm going to fart in front of her?
I think it was right before we got married.
Okay. How long had y'all been dating?
We'd been together for 3 years at that
Okay.
point. I think I probably farted in front of her before that.
I fart in front
I'm
of Nina
pretty
all the
loose with it.
time. I just don't know it because I'm asleep. I'm a notorious sleep farter.
Oh, dude, she gets pissed when I do that.
I fart a lot.
Because
in
I have
my
to
sleep.
sleep on my left side, and I'm facing outside on the bed.
Okay.
So she's sometimes facing my ass end. I've woken her up before.
Yeah.
Dude, it's been rowdy. I've woken myself up before.
Weirdly, the good news in getting a little looser with your farts in front of your lady is that means your relationship is getting close.
Yeah.
Y'all are friends.
Yeah, but are you like afraid that she's gonna be like, that's fucking disgusting. You're
Sure.
a disgusting fucking person.
Right, but I need to realize, and she won't do it that way.
If the love is there, it's not gonna matter.
Correct. Even if she's like, gross, dude, God almighty. That doesn't mean she's not going to love me anymore or find me any less attractive. No, not in that moment. She won't find me attractive, but she'll get over it. I still have not gotten there, though, where I'm willing to just, we're just sitting there watching, Yellowstone or something, and I'm just like that. I'm not to that yet.
Damn.
I'm not to that point yet.
I mean, I'll take a dump with the door open.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, that's never going to happen. I don't care if Nina decides to marry me and we're together for the rest of our lives. I'm not taking a dump with the door open.
My college roommate would do that as a bit.
That's
a
bit. That's different.
But it was like it was every single time.
When he
So
talked to you?
oh yeah, for sure.
Don't eat all the fucking pizza.
Now come look at this before I flush it.
You take a dump with Val in the room and the door's
Dude, okay,
open.
so
what are we doing?
And honestly, it doesn't fucking matter because we have
given up on life.
We have a horseshoe bathroom. So
Okay,
it's,
so what?
The toilet is open. You
Close
there's
the
no
door.
There's two separate doors. If I'm in there doing something, it's fine. I'll spray. There's a fan.
But you can and I don't even want to hear Nina hear me shit. Like, I don't want to fart, because normally I fart before
I mean, we've been together for over 25 years.
Right, but they don't want your flame to go out.
It doesn't. I mean, if
You sure?
Well, maybe. I don't
Does
know.
she shit with her door open? Probably not.
Well, only in there.
And you're like being there in the bed watching TV, and she's in there taking a dump with the door open.
Well, not with the door.
Hey,
open.
are you ever going to unsubscribe to that goddamn thing? We're getting charged $15.
No, she's actually really good about that. But I'm 45.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's just like I gotta go, and I think it started with this is like I really had to go.
What,
and
are you waiting till Turtlehead?
I missed the door. I didn't have a choice. I was in the car.
Okay, that's different. Okay.
And I didn't have a choice. And I missed the door.
Right.
Because we have a sliding door. We have a half bath that's like on our bottom floor.
Yeah.
And I beeline for that shit, and I missed the handle, and there was no going back for it. So it just
Okay,
you
that's
fucking
an
sit down, you
emergency.
just blah.
But that was you were in a pinch, so to speak. But you don't.
I guess
but to make dude, I'm a weird shitter. Like even when I'm at home alone, I will still close the bathroom door, lock it, turn the fan on, with no one home. I still need to close the door and lock it. I can't. That sounds a little weird. I guess.
Well, no, it doesn't.
So I'm damn sure not going to go with
most
Nina
fucking
home.
people do that.
Yeah.
But I mean, when have you ever known me to give two shits?
No, you don't. Like, well, because even if someone breaks in my apartment, I don't even want them to hear me shitting. Hey, dude,
That'll get him the fuck out if you got the door open.
Just run out there with his shit hanging out. Just jump on him.
You just step out the door with a handful of shit.
No, I'm thinking what you do is like, I just took a shit and I haven't wiped, and you run and you just jump ass first into their body and just get shit on them. That'll get them to leave. Maybe I should consider doing that.
That's what you need to do that old fucking 60s prank where you just like put a bunch of shit in the bag, set it on fire, and knock on their fucking door.
God. All right, we've saved the longest tenured Thunderdome supporter for last. It is RNR Auto Glass. They'll never forgive us for that segue.
No, they won't.
Love you hard, Janet and Rick
Might
and
have done
all
worse.
and all the boys at R&R. Locally owned and operated. Look, I'll go to a chain to do business, whether it is a restaurant or to get stuff done with whatever it might be. But if I can and I have a choice, I'm going to go Poodle San Antonio, locally owned and operated. Why wouldn't you put money in the local economy if you have a chance? And just so happens they're the best at what they do anyway, so it doesn't matter. Get your booty into R&R Auto Glass. They'll even let you take a dump in their toilet. I'm sure they won't care. Just close
I did.
But close the door in public places.
I
for
did
sure.
close the door in public.
You've taken a dump at R&R
I've
Auto
taken
Glass?
a dump at R&R.
Oh, okay. See? You ain't lived till you've
I had
gone
like
to R&R.
2 breakfast tacos beforehand. I had to.
You haven't lived till you've gone to R&R and checked out their fine break room.
It's a great break room.
It's a great break room. Yeah, they got the TV, the free Wi-Fi. They got. She always like has breakfast in there for people, muffins and coffee.
I was like, shit, I didn't need to eat before I came.
Right, you don't, and you're not in there very long as it is. It is R&R Auto Glass. Ask them for the Taylor Especial, and they'll take some money off your total bill. It is R&R Auto Glass, the official auto glass repair company of Taylor and Thunderdome R&R Hourglass. Dude, thank you, man. I appreciate you, brother.
It's always a pleasure.
It's always
man.
a blast from the
I love
past.
doing this shit.
And I want to, like I said, we're going to start doing more like roving hosts.
Heard.
I can't sit here 5 days a week and just talk to LG. He
It's
just
been too long. Huh?
it'll fuck up our relationship. I need to keep our relationship strong by having intermediaries come in and sit in 2 or 3 times a week.
LG's like, I need a break.
Right. Yeah, and he's heard all of my stories 10 times a piece.
Absolutely.
Right. So he's like
It's
my
nice
wife.
to hear some of mine. I mean,
Sure. It
or
was-
not.
No, it was great to have you come in, dude. So that's it.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. I mean, all right, that's it. We're done. We have another guest on Thursday. I'll tease that later. Tomorrow is People I Want to Punch Wednesday. So be thinking ahead. Who do you want to punch and why? Thank you to Hutch, a.k.a. the Hutch Oven. You have a new nickname. Thank you to LG. Thank you to jaykindafunny, 21-year-old
was kinda funny.
Instagram star. He was kind of funny. It's like he's genius. All right. See you boys tomorrow. Love you hard. Later.
Come back, you puppy!
This program was made possible by contributions from viewers and listeners like you. Thank you.